Hello, team. So, context. I am having my building painted around me. Part of this has included some furniture on my porch being sort of destroyed, which I, believe me, I'm grateful for. This is not a bad thing. I have not been able to like get rid of it, and I'm supposed to, and I need to get rid of it. They sort of like moved it and stuff, I guess, while I was sleeping. They're painting around. I can kind of hear it. My ex had to sort of contact me about all the furniture and stuff, which I like don't really have the ability to do anything about because I'm like a little me. Some friends are gonna probably help me with it, hopefully tomorrow. But I'm just finding like it's like just like a gray day. And I'm finding it a little bit anxiety inducing. So I'm just going to do some relaxing Animal Crossing stuff. And I thought I would share that. It's not really a mode of stream I've done, but I like to share my mental health related stuff and my management stuff. I like to be... And look, we have an additional kitty. Actually, we have my usual trap. Good trap. Yes. Oh, I'm so glad that I have these boys. So yeah. I also have, oh, well, okay, huh, no, drop that. I have a ridiculous number of flowers. I let it get out of hand a little bit. So I think that I'm gonna just sort it. I'm just gonna sort my flowers a little. What's this? And this, believe me, this is like, I have already done a lot of work to like throw away just dozens and dozens and dozens of flowers. It's gotten so out of hand. It's been overwhelming. So this is the cleanup job I'm taking on today. I was going to take on the cleanup job of my home, but no, that is not nearly as relaxing and soothing as the Animal Crossing flower resort project. Much preferred. Let's see. Do something with mums. Hyacinths. I really love the hyacinths. I have a very difficult time throwing out flowers, especially purple flowers and blue flowers. And this is how I got myself into this mess. By the way, today I have my favorite island visitor. Alright, a new reaction. Oh, that's just cutely ironic. Confident is contagious. Oh. The confident reaction. Oh my god, that is great. Oh, wow. Oh man, this game is the perfect thing to do in this particular mood. That's fantastic. Alright, let's find a place to store some mums while I figure out what I want to do with everything. And you can see that the island is, or I don't know, maybe it's not as obvious as all that, but you could kind of see that the island is in like, been partially been in a process of being rejiggered. So some bits are still very intact. Some bits are very much getting reconfigured. But I am glad that I've been getting back into it a little bit. Alright, mums. Oh, hello. I love. Flick is my favorite. Larva, pupa, adulthood, final transcendence. They become more exalted with every metamorphosis. God, I love Flick. I'm sorry. I have too many flowers right now. Alright. Let's junk some stuff. Man, being able to junk flowers was like such a huge, fantastic innovation for me. Because... oh man, yeah, I have too many purple mums anyway. Going inside and going through all the menus and all that stuff, you can just like, just being able to skip all of that is just like such a luxury. I'll just like leave my money here too, make a little bit more space. Oh man, the fucking orchid mantis is just the prettiest goddamn bug. Yeah, that makes sense. What should we do here? Alright, I gotta keep this easy on myself. I just made probably super obvious this little patch and realized that it was the one thing that I had been doing today that was alleviating the like the push and pull anxiety of the noise. And I mean, I'm not gonna try to diagnose what was making that feeling of anxiety bubble up. It's, you know, it's a complex thing, can be a lot of things. I'm just gonna say that like I started to, all the things that I sort of tried doing, the thing that actually started to make it feel alleviated was not even just playing this game, but specifically making that patch of flowers. So that's what I want to try and find another similar thing to do. I'm cleaning up the flower situation. Maybe I should just keep collecting all of the misplaced hyacinths. Yeah, I think I will just start collecting hyacinths and make a nice patch of hyacinths somewhere until I know just exactly what my number of hyacinths is. And by that I mean the number that I want to have, because I've finally somewhat collected and consolidated them and decided where I would like them to live. I have been living in this sort of like, as you can see, vaguely color-based, like chaos flower situation. Maybe I'll keep some of that some places, but I might branch out into neater stacks again. We'll see. I think there's always an element of chaos that I prefer. Just shocking nobody. So this is my good, like, all my purples and blues. Not all. Certainly not all. Should I fill in these spaces? I could put some pink mums here. Don't love that actually. How about to the point where I do need to start putting some of these down somewhere. There. We'll make another patch here. Man, indecision. Almost out of space too. Let's put down those mums. Perfect. Nope. Excellent. Yes, I found my mum spot for now. Aw, good boy, good kitties. Two more pinks. All right. Yeah, this is good. This is a good spot to let them sit for a moment. Leave a little room here. As you can see, I don't really like to have the same kind of flower next to each other. I'm one of those people. The same color. Aw. Oh, look, my Triforce is Triforcing. Good little cuddly boys. The blue pansy was sort of the beginning of my whole, what I will jokingly call disaster. My native plant was the pansy, and two pansies next to each other can make a blue pansy. And I got very obsessed early on with trying to get these blue pansies, and I created so many opportunities that once it started to actually bear fruit, shall we say, it kind of cascaded and got out of hand almost immediately. But because I had worked so hard to get them, it was very hard for me to throw them away. So I was there in an overly pansied hell of my own making, which I could not escape due to my own obsession. It was the exact kind of Animal Crossing hell that I'm fine with. Alright. Okay, let's see. Got some cosmos, a pink lily, some windflowers. You can kind of tell which flowers I'm most obsessed with by the ones that like are overrepresented and the ones that I've had to like push myself to keep. Because of course it is simply anathema to not have one of everything, right? Spoken like the true collectathon collectathoner that I am at heart. Alright, let's first get rid of my too many pansies and start to, let's just leave the lily here for now. The windflowers seem like they might be nice next to a house or something. I have not done any thoughtful placement of houses yet. And by yet, I mean, again, since kind of ripping up my island and rebuilding it. That seems in the way. I could see some windflowers here. As nice as this sort of cascading. Oh, maybe with the cosmos. Yeah. I'll neaten this up later. For now, I have a whole bunch of hyacinths to think about. Where else would a patch of hyacinths like this look very fetching? Should it perhaps be in view? I think just to keep this option open, I'm going to leave this on the beach. And while I'm at it, let's leave the mantis around. Alright, that is very beautiful. Maybe this behind spot here is actually good for this. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe a little bit more pink and white forward. Let's go grab a couple more white hyacinths. This is where I find on my island. Okay, I know that somewhere on my island I have kept every possible thing. There we go. Vaguely thematically, so that when I need to find it, I kind of can. When I'm not doing my final. Are we getting to the point of needing lights? I think I can get away without lights for a little longer. Lights can be a little bit rough on my... I have some sensory things with lights. But... tends to be one of the reasons why I stream a little bit later, so that I don't need lights. So that I don't need to clash daylight with artificial lights. I think I will probably do that today, which is fine, because as with all, my neurodivergence management, my ADHD management, my sensory things, it's not about absolutes, it's just about being thoughtful and deliberate about how to prioritize things. So right now, the streaming and the company is more important than the lights situation. Let's see, we have... Hello. What are you? I've noticed recently that when the villages are making, like, seasonal things, they, instead of giving me an extra copy of the recipe like they used to, they're giving me pumpkins, which is very interesting, I think. I think I can get some more yellows and oranges in this batch. Although I should be careful not to totally shut out space for the blues and purples, since those are both my favorite and in massive abundance. Although this is how I find myself. It is by thoughtfully organizing the flowers that I come to the conclusions that I have too many of something and I'm able to finally throw some away. Which is, I'm sure, as anybody who has similar problems throwing things away as I do, an enormous relief when I have that opportunity. So again, not a negative thing. Alright, let's do the lights. Oh my god, they've got a full Triforce here. How perfect is that? Perfect. I'm almost sorry for the pun. I'm usually the one demanding apologies for the pun. I'm only slightly less mobile than I would otherwise be able to be because these cats are on my feet. Alright. Oh my god. This cat just put his hand on his face. What a perfect little Triforce. I have never been more grateful to Atlas for setting this up than I am right now. Yes. Amazing. Now, this one is a button that I have right here. Let's see if it looks better with or without. I think with. There we go. Still need to wash this dye out of my hair. This perfect little Triforce. Gosh, they're so tolerant. Let's see if they'll tolerate one more. I won't push my luck. They're so cute. And so cozy. And, oh, look, this one is digging the other one in the ear. This is absolutely wonderful. I can feel my meds starting to kick in, which also helps with anxiety a lot. I have not actually been struggling with anxiety very much for a long time. It crept up a little bit earlier this season, but then it got under very good control. So I'm very, very grateful for that. And today is very much a matter of external things, so I'm not worried about it. I know that external things will sometimes happen. How about some orange and yellow? Orange, and let's say pink here. Orange again. Another yellow. Let's maybe replace one of these whites. Something. Actually, let's try orange. Yes, that's nice. I've got this weird sort of Bob Ross thing going on right now, which is so wildly different from the usual chaos energy. But I think possibly a little underrepresented on the channel for my whole deal. Oh, that is looking nice. So maybe white right here. And here. I do want this to wrap more. Let's see, what else do we have? How will the blue look here? I think this could work. Put a pink here. Alright, let's go grab some pinks and blues. And we'll keep an eye out for whites as well. Just a little bit low on those. This one does seem very out of place. Let's maybe put the yellow over there. Yeah, that does look better. The white can be a little striking. The blue and white pattern is a little bit, maybe much. This would be where pink goes. Let's grab the whatever hyacinths we have in this area that really needs some cleaning up. Seem to be a good number of oranges. And we have that patch up here, which should provide plenty of extra blues. And while I'm at it, I always try when I can to pick some of these up and sell them. It's a bit of an ADHD trick to just have a reflex to do something that can be too big a task that just looms in your head. If you let yourself chip away at it when you're barely paying attention, it can get much smaller. That'd be wild if I started using Animal Crossing flower gardening to give ADHD tips, huh? Seems like a pretty me thing, really. Yes. Letting things kind of resolve themselves without having to think about it too much. Putting tasks in your way in a way that is unobtrusive, so it doesn't put pressure on your brain, but might sometimes feel like a fun thing to do right now. I just happen to want to. Often when you're avoiding or on the way to do something else, it can often be a great thing when you are already feeling productive. The whites are still not quite blending the way that I like. I think it's because the blue and white next to each other is a little too striking for the look I'm going for right here. Let's do a blue and pink instead here. It's very... yeah, I like that. And again, instead of don't need the money, we can just get rid of these. It has this random pink Cosmo or something that I have. I'll drop it here. Cosmos? I don't know. What's going on, honey? My beautiful teacup pig. What is it? Let's see. Huh. I think I'm getting a little bit of an image of a nice white line here. Again, not with the blues. I might just keep this not squared off with this line going. I like it. I think I've almost figured out what I want to do here. I'm not exactly sure. Let's try putting a purple in here. Bring those cool colors in. There we go. This feels like it's heading in the right direction. Let's see, we've got another spot right here, perfect for that purple. And then maybe this can be blue. How about a yellow here and a pink? This one's tricky spot. Orange and try that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm starting to like the way these are gelling. And put another pink maybe here. And this is the spot where we can do something. There we go. Start to bring that white in a little. The question is, should I have this wrap around this way? Maybe round it out here a little. Let it look a little rounder like that on the other side. Maybe I can round it going this way as well. I don't exactly know. I had this very beautiful, I had worked very hard on diner here, and you can see that it's mostly intact because what I wanted to do was expand it. So I had so many great diner things, and I'm very looking forward to expanding it. So I took down the walls and extended the floors a little. So I don't know if I'm going to need this for fencing or not. I think the fence will go on this though. So maybe I'll put down the flowers. If I need to move them, then that will be another relaxing. And maybe even I can just construct and toss them. Little boys are just so delightful. My good little triforce. My white hyacinth and my orange hyacinth and my black lily. Oh, good boys. Let's see. Yes, I would like to wrap this around the other direction now. Let's put some of this white, pink, orange here. This is very soothing to my brain, which is great because I'm really looking forward to doing Futaba's Palace tonight. I don't often transition from one game to another. I say that, but I still probably do it more often than many do. But not quite in this way, where each game has some real deliberation to being chosen. I expect to have a very different energy for that game anyway. Maybe around 6 or 7 when I tell myself that I stream at 6, but there's no way that I ever do. Another sort of ADHD somewhere between a trait and a trick. Which is that I allow myself to believe that it's 6 and therefore it can consistently be 7. Purple, perhaps. And this is a tricky spot. What have we got? Blue, purple, pink. I think that this yellow could be somewhere else. Slight reconfiguration. Let's try putting the white here. And the yellow here. Yeah, I'm liking the look of that. And we'll put a nice pink here. Oh, there's a a balloon trying to get away from me over there. Can't have that. I feel like you can kind of hear the medication taking effect in my tone starting to be discordant with the content, picking up the slight chaos aggression energy. Ooh. Nice. Ah, yes, I do feel myself coming back a little. And this is why I only do flowering with multiple shuffles on me. Because my whole flower deal is always as extra as I am. Even when I'm trying to control it, like I am now. And when I find that I have too many of a flower, I do intend to try to cull. I often need a process like this to show me that a type of flower has become a hindrance when I find it too in abundance for me to be able to properly place. This is a tricky spot. Actually, I think blue. And maybe this should also be blue. Alright, we'll go back to toning it down to pink, since I've made it an edge here. But we are bringing up the cool colors over here. Got this rounding. I think that we might actually be able to do a purple here. Rounding out. I think it actually did help me to run off from the patch and do a bit of balloon hunting, because this does seem much easier now. Another ADHD thing, hack. Step away from things. Often all of that in your heading that you've gotten yourself into will start to ease once you've given yourself even a small amount of distance and space. Especially if you're a second guesser like I can be. Me personally, I know that when I am second guessing, that's when I need to step back and notice what's going on, because second guessing can be quite damaging to my momentum momentum and mood and mental health when it becomes a big part of my of what I'm doing. She says as she unburies these. No, but I have a very clear idea of how I want to configure these. Actually, a yellow would look nice there. And now I like the idea of all the yellows being in this front row. There we go. And here, got some pinks and oranges and one blue. Let's put a purple here. Hello, how is it going? Utah, how is your day going? Let's do pink here. I am doing some relaxing flower cleanup. On my island today. I have an enormous number of flowers. I love your dancing penguins. I'm quite excited for the update. I'm glad that it's gotten me back into Animal Crossing. It was a really big part of my recovery. And I went through some trauma early around the time that it was coming out. And I'm very pleased to be able to feel the distance, as I've talked about before, from where I was then to where I am now. I think it would be interesting to do a little bit of a blue border right here. Okay. Yeah, I am liking that. As much as I like the white here, I think that the shape being rounded out is actually nice. And I think there's space for the white here. Welcome, we have this beautiful Triforce of kittens here. We've got this orange right here, a white that's a little buried underneath orange. Underneath orange's head here we have white's head. And then we've got black and white over here. The white cat's name is Moonlight. Full name is Moonlight Night. My island is named after him. Let's see. I named my farm in Stardew Valley after the orange cats. That's Sunset. I haven't played Stardew Valley on stream yet, but I absolutely must at some point. Especially now that the Haunted Chocolatier has been announced, which is very exciting. I haven't seen the trailer yet, but I still find the entire prospect very exciting. Oh wow. Fire type only Nuzlocke. Which Pokemon? I was actually just sitting here thinking about how I used to... Oh, Shield. Gotcha. about how I used to play Let's Go Pikachu and Shiny Hunt in a very similar way to how I'm doing this very relaxed kind of. We wiped, so it's now just can I be Pokemon using only fire types. Gotcha. So started completely over, huh? That's interesting. I would think that Shield specifically, that progress feels like more of a thing in these games. I mean, but then I'm like I play a lot of Go. I have Sword. No, I have Shield. But I just like, I failed to get into it the way I was expecting to. I was so excited for it to come out, and yet it just did not end up working for me. I don't know what it was. But I'm glad that you're hanging out today. Fire type Nuzlocke. I mean, it all feels very part of a vibe to like hang out and play video games, which I'm digging a lot. It's gonna be very weird to watch myself on stream switch from my very like Bob Ross mode to my usual chaos high energy. While I would normally not, you know, proactively anticipate it, I'm pretty sure that will happen today. Just feels pretty certain to me today. I did say I wanted all the whites in front, right? No, that was the yellows. But still, we can have the whites as well. And look at that. We have all these flowers that I actually had on hand. Now, do I want to round this as well? Take that purple out and put it over there. I have more than enough to decide. Okay, this is beautiful. Now, should I continue with hyacinths? That would be good for the goal of culling ultimately, by waiting until I get to a point of frustration of having too many of a kind. Let's try it. Let's try to do hyacinths. Frustration culling seems like the most reliable way to get me to properly clean up my way too many flowers situation. Alright, I think that's all the ones on this side. Hooray, now I can do a nice little scavenger hunt for hyacinths. Let's try to look for the most misplaced ones first. Okay, wow, that's 2 whole red hyacinths. There's one here, and there was one that I just ran past. A small number of purples and blues up there. I love that the flowers in Animal Crossing have genetics. Have like proper Punnett square genetics. All right. There we go. I need to decide. I've definitely did some haphazard messing with some of these Mario things, but I had not been playing remotely regularly at the time. Oh, look at these kitties. It's like they know. Nope, nope, nothing's happening, nothing's happening. I'm just getting up. I'm just shifting. Alright, good boy. Good boy. Oh my god, are you about to start suckling? This one suckles. Sometimes. Oh gosh, he's suckling. He is purring so loudly too. I wonder if you can hear him. Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize that NPCs can trigger the block. That's incredible. Such a loud purr baby. Here's hoping that this fantastic pile of cats stays right where they are. Chew. What did you want to talk about? Okay, that was confusing. Alright, oh, there's one. Oh, this is fun. Hyacinth hunting. There, you can see all of my way too many blue in the back there. Got to throw them out. Too many. I also had way too many roses. This is, by the way, after a ton of cleanup. Believe me, this whole island was just a ridiculous amount of flowers. It's already becoming clear that, you know, there are a couple of kinds of hyacinths. I don't have a lot of yellows. Very, very few reds. Small number of whites. Wow, slow and steady. I'm actually kind of achieving some cleanup here. Plenty of space. Can take on some of these higher hyacinth density areas too. I had this whole Alice in Wonderland thing going on. Maybe I can still do it. I really love the lantern chessboard that I have. Which is right up here, check it out. very Alice in Wonderland. Oh, good moonlight. I'm gonna have to go back and listen to the VOD and hear what he sounds like purring. This is great, I can just feel him purring right into my chest. It's incredibly soothing. Oh, you're such a good boy. What a good kitty you are. All three kitties are nesting with me, invisible. It's wonderful. It's a beautiful moment. A wonderful triforce of kitties. Back to triforcing. Aww. Perfect triforce. Alright. Sorting will help to visualize what the situation is in terms of over and underrepresented flowers. Figure out if there are some I want to get rid of, or what the right kind of space is to put them in for now while I decide. Feels a little like a sorting game. Obviously that means that I want to go and pick up another pink. Hello! How's it going, Distrar? Welcome. Let's see. That's plenty to work with. Lots of pinks and orange, a small number of reds and whites. Yeah, I think that we can sustain some reds in here. Starting to feel a little complete. Like a big circle. I want to do another hyacinth patch. Somewhere kind of leading into it. Should I do it on the other side of the river? Or actually, maybe I should do it here. I think it would look nice here. This is going to be interesting. Let's just drop some in. And then clean up around it. Ah, the music is shifting. Wonderful. Seem to have a lily thing going here. Maybe I'll leave them for now. Maybe this can be a hyacinth and lily patch. We'll see where it goes. Haven't brought in any cool colors yet. Definitely good to keep these. What have apparently turned into rarer flowers for me. It's unsurprising that the non-rare flowers are the ones that turn into rare flowers in my case. The way that I got into this situation with the much too many flowers. This really does have the satisfying feeling of cleaning the apartment. Put this red one down here. I won't have these white ones in too much of a line like that. There. Oh, I like this. It's like 2 whites, 2 oranges, 2 pinks like this. That's quite nice. You can keep that going here. Yeah, it's all these like crossings of 2. Put a pink here and do it again. Gosh, that's very cool. I like that. That is very nice. I've got the lilies. The lilies look okay here too. Alright, let's see what I've got going on here now. I have those windflowers and cosmos over there that I can okay. Nice, lovely. It's my current windflower and Cosmos Dumping Ground. Sabby! Hi, yes, I am. This was quite the right thing to do, and look at all these kitties. There's a pile of furniture that on the porch that Ender is now staring at, but Yes, I am actually doing quite well. How are you? I think that I'm going to transition from my nice relaxing Animal Crossing island cleanup to my usual chaotic Persona 5 around maybe, let's say maybe an hour from now seems good, which I'm looking forward to. I can feel the energy switching, which is really nice. It's a good feeling. Feels like I have, like I'm making the choices that are having the impacts that I'm hoping for them to have, which means that my control and my stuff is all working out. That's great. I'm so glad that you posted those pictures. It looks really, really great. And we have somebody doing a Pokemon Shield Fire only Nuzlocke. So I feel like today might be, like I've been talking about how there's been like a thing in the air where people have been very like low energy. I'm kind of wondering if I'm gonna jump onto the just chatting. Yeah. So yeah, I am kind of wondering if it's been the air has been switching to relaxing for a bit, and I wonder if it's going to jump up to party atmosphere for Halloween. So I feel like people are coming down from like stress and are starting to relax a little bit more. It's just something that I've been sensing. There we go. Back to the game. So what are you doing while you relax? Just hanging out on Twitch. Ooh, look at the beautiful twilight. Oh gosh. Nice. In the mountains? That sounds wonderful. Okay. Do you play this game at all, Savvy? Excellent. I love it. It's a great place to do that. I love socializing on Twitch. That's why when I was feeling some anxiety, just that whole like, ooh, they're just very like invasive kinds of sounds and, also other things like my usual comforts. As much as I've been having an amazing week, my, as we know, my Atlas, my lovely Atlas has been away. And so I haven't had that comfort, which I think would have probably been a bit of a, what's it called, a vanguard against the anxiety of all that. I think that had I been around Atlas as much as I usually am, that probably... You miss him, that's nice, hope you see him soon. I'm seeing him imminently, like tomorrow. So today is actually my usual date night with Atlas. I don't usually... when I stream on Tuesdays, it's usually only if like me and Atlas are doing something together. It's our usual date night to get together. But our usual thing is being pushed, and we're going to have our date night on Thursday, and I'm going to see him tomorrow for Jane night. Yeah. So, I'm sure it's a little... Because, like, I haven't... How do I say this? Like, I've... I'm trying to find enough words. Talking about emotional things, I find that there's just not enough vocabulary. Because, yes, like, I miss Atlas, but I've been just very happy that I have not had any kind of, like, distressing level of missing Atlas, if that makes sense. Like, I've been very, very happy about, like, I think I've missed Atlas the exact right amount, let's say. So I sort of want to make that distinction, but I do still think that him being around more makes, or like when I've been around him more, this kind of thing feels less icky. This whole like, there's like noise and like my ex and just invasive things. Those things feel a lot less like I'm kind of, I don't know, in them alone in a way that can cause just like ambient anxiety. You know, when it's super clear to my subconscious that like Atlas is around and in my corner, I have this great person. Oh my god, do you have... Oh, you have a flea. Alright, let's drop... Let's plant something and let's catch that flea for him. My poor Marshall. I can even sell it. I love how small he is. Gotcha. Or like my mom. Oh my god, you're delightful. God, I love Flick. Alright. Should I toss anything? As long as you're right here. Hey, buddy. Huh. But yes, I think that especially when I was pre-diagnosis, I was very dependent on my romantic relationships for, like, a lot of things. Because I was, like, you know, an overwhelmed, unaccommodated under, you know, like, just that person was just so much of my stability and my functioning and whatever. And I feel really good about how much of that I've gotten agency over back, such that I think I miss Atlas the exact right amount. I miss Atlas like somebody who I love, who I have only not seen for about a week, but I've heard from. It's like the exact right amount, I think, to miss that person. And I'm just so pleased. I feel like that's so indicative of the bigger positive changes that I have been able to go through since, you know, getting away from my ex, and also just like the general like growth that I have been focusing on for a while in my life now. I'm just very happy with it. All right, there are a bunch of pink. Yeah, I love having, because obviously, I don't know if it's obvious or not, but personal growth is sort of my whole jam. I'm always trying to grow and trying to, you know, make my life better, make myself happier, make myself, you know, feel better about my life, my choices, my circumstances. Like my goal in life is happiness, and, you know, goodness. And my the way that my brain works, like having like certain things become natural benchmarks. And this, like, you know, Atlas being gone for a while and me doing really, really well, and then like having, ooh, this is kind of an icky feeling moment that I think that if I had been like around him more, probably I wouldn't be experiencing. But like, you know, I'm just playing Animal Crossing, so, and I'm like coming out of it, and it's great. And just, it's all good things. And I clearly have this spot for mums. I do want to do Futaba's Palace. Sabi, are you like like a Persona player? Are you like familiar with those games? Let's see, where am I? 3 purple and orange rose. But still a bunch of pink and orange hyacinths. A couple of pink mums. Roses can be kind of a whole deal for me. I get super, super over invested in roses. Never played, but seen a bit of Persona. Gotcha. Trying to keep at least a little better track of who hangs out. I know that most people hang out here because of, you know, talking, hanging out, cats, chaos, lesbians, ADHD, whatever. I'm trying to keep track of like people who are actually, you know, also invested in the games. It's just easier for me to. All right, purple. I have enough of those. Good. All right, now let's put down some hyacinths. Yeah, I like, it became clear a while ago that like a lot of the like reason that people who hang out here it's like not super important what I'm doing, which is perfect for me. But like some people like want to watch these games. And I do actually play games offline as well, and I don't want to like overdo that. I can just drop these here because I think I'll clean these up later. This is just like my hyacinth and lily placeholder area for now. Oh, lunch? Is that where you came from? Oh, that's grand. Yeah, oh man, that's what I should really do. I should learn like where people came from. That's wonderful. Okay, and that also helps because like, okay, the lunch vibe. And I think that lunch has a similar vibe of like, people don't necessarily hang out at lunch's channel for the games. Like, it's for the lunch vibe. It's for hanging out and yeah. No, I'm trying. Yeah, that's actually a really, you just like really brought home an insight that I was just sort of clearly trying to get my head around, which is, what is this thing that I'm trying to do? Oh, the thing that I'm trying to do is actually get a sense of like the demographics of the people who I like know hang out here. And a good starting point for that is absolutely like, wait, where did you get here from? It's very often a streamer. And I never really think of, wait, brine shrimp aquarium, what? I don't know that item. Huh. I've seen it around. I don't think I've had it before, which is bizarre because I've had most of the items. Anyway, so yeah, like, and I don't really think of lunch as one much because like lunch doesn't actually like come and hang out much. I hang out at lunches sometimes, and lunch has this amazing shout out for me, which I adore. Just like this fantastic little blurb about me that I love so much. But and I get that these are all people in the same like little universe, but more often it's like core or oak tea. Or people who come and hang out here from, or like maybe Rocco. I don't know if I've gotten people from Dirt. But yeah, it's like a little universe of people who found lunch by finding smaller streamers. Found him drunk. Oh god, yes, absolutely. Yes. Have you seen me drunk? I wonder if I do an SO for me. What are the I mean, the chances aren't great. Like there's a clip of me pretty recently. There was a relatively recent drunk night where I just go, oh gosh. I wish I could more easily pull up a specific clip. But let's see what I can do. Oh wait, no, I think I can do something. And it would be terribly entertaining for me. Her face and high. That was like once, wasn't it? Like ever? What can't be that bad? Oh, me? Drunk? No, it's not. It's cute. It's fine. Oh no, me being drunk is fine. Um it's totally fine, but it's adorable. I I can't really tell often what it looks like until people clip things. I've been thinking about making a channel trailer, and there's a lot of me like slightly falling. La da da da. Wait, no. Wait, no, no, oh god. Alright, stop. Let's do another one. Oh gosh, there's one. Let's see. It's kind of ridiculous how many of these I'm not at all drunk. This one I'm definitely drunk. I'm so glad someone clipped that because I had no idea that I sounded like that until it was clipped. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh gosh, stop. Okay, just drunk. My god, so it's kind of ridiculous how much of this is just stone cold sober. All right, where is the one that I'm thinking of? It is the perfect me drunk. Definitely closing in. Is this it? Yep, that was it. Yep. So that pleases me. Jet! Hi! Jet, I was just thinking about you or talking about you. I don't remember. One of those things. I think probably thinking. But hi! Yeah, so Savvy, that's the good... That's me drunk. Please don't take any of this as academic. I'm drunk. Yeah. I mean, I was just talking about I was talking about like the people who hang out here. Gosh, I hope that you got sub privileges on the Discord, Jet. Not that I know your deal, but I was just a... Yep. How are you doing, Jet? Are you also having a relaxing day? Because that seems to be the theme today. And I promised that I was going to switch to Persona because I got to Futaba's castle, palace. Castle Palace. Yes. Let's go drop these mums in the mum area. I shall deal with you mums later, mums. Mums which are too many pink. Woke up not that long ago. Oh no. I'm sorry about your friend's bad news. I recommend a relaxing day. Seems to be in the air. And seems to be working for people today. I don't know if that is compatible with friend and bad news. I'm very sorry to hear that. But being on Twitch, we were actually talking about, like, you know, coming to Twitch to, like, to relax, to unwind, to pseudo-socialize in a way that feels not taxing. Ha! It's telling that I had to check and make sure that wasn't my robot vacuum. Even though I was, like, pretty sure you meant yours. Oh, I'm so satisfied. So much necessary cleanup is happening that I've had to do for such a long time. Which is hilarious, because that's, like, I'm not... That's been happening a lot in the real world, not on Animal Crossing. Oh, thank you. You want the tour? Do you play at all? It's very like an island that was finished and I got bored and I ripped up bits of it. The update has me back into it. So this used to be a very well put together diner, which is only partially pulled out because I wanted to make it bigger. So I made this floor bigger, and I've got, like, the stuff that I want to put in it there, so I will spend some time redoing this diner to make it bigger. Let's go. Here we have some of my most wonderful favorite things. I have my beach bar. My wonderful beach bar, which is a place that I would love to hang out. And look, there is a performance area. So there's live performances at my beach bar. And you can hang out there while you're waiting for your reservation to be called at my amazing seafood restaurant, which I truly love. So much. I love it so much. Some home areas that I need to re-figure out where and how my homes are going to work. Okay. Up here we have what will be, again, my space-themed bar, or I think it's going to be a space-themed bar, where we have my moonlight, my crescent moon lake, which is, this island is named after moonlight. We have some of the haunted forest here. I just, like, I've lightened up the trees a little bit recently so that I can more properly fix it up. We have a couple more really well like completed. So we have an Alice in Wonderland sort of thing going on here. And this is one of my favorite things, which is my lantern chessboard, giant chessboard for my Alice in Wonderland-ish area, which again which I'm like cleaning up, right? And another one of my, a couple of more pretty finished things here. We have my fantastic cafe, which I love so much. Kind of reminds me of a cafe that I hung out in Vietnam. Has board games and everything. Yes. I mean, if you're gonna play again, this is sort of the moment, because the 2.0 is coming out on November 5th, and it's an enormous update, and a lot of people are getting back into it for that, and I don't think that a lot of people... And they've promised it's the last update, which I at least admire them for being upfront about. But after that, I think that's it. Like, there's never going to be another surge of people playing. And another one of my actually, like, well, like, got this, like, rock garden, which, again, I've been making bigger, but this is my ryokan, which I also love. And I have a secret... secret ruins, which I also love. Ancient ruins. And the dig site. So this is like the second house that I have on here, so that I could make these ancient ruins that I was thinking of. Because it's secretly aliens, haha. Oh, and check this out. I've got some cool stuff to show you in here. Hang on. Check this out, check this out. I love this. It's our Habaki! I don't know if anything else interacts. That's in here. What's in the back? Yes. The ancient golden ruins and traps and whatever. There's also golden toilet. Yes, we have our... Haha. Yes. Whoever says that it's not special if everyone has it is just wrong. Look, there's like a tarantula hiding in there. Giant one. And, okay, and okay, I don't remember what's downstairs. Oh, wait, I think it's a secret lab where you, like, have, like... I think it's a secret lab. Yep, secret lab. For all the experiments. All the TVs. We're making a Godzilla. It's very nuclear. That's why there's nuclear things everywhere, I guess. Oh, look at that floor. Oh, yeah, and the walls. The aliens and stuff. Cool. Love it. And my favorite, upstairs, is my... my Old English Indiana Jones library. Yeah. So as you can see, I really loved this game. This is my second house. My first house has I think 3 complete rooms and 3 that are ripped up and need some attention. But my favorite room is the my attic in my primary house. Okay. While I'm here, let's grab these hyacinths. Jed, it's always nice to have you around. You're always like the person who knows what's going on in my game. But yeah, I hope you're on the Discord now. Oh yeah, and this is like my, so my whole like fairy tale area, this is like my Snow White area. You're great. You're great. I've gotten a lot out of you hanging out on my channel. I'm really, really pleased. Aww. Yeah, I was like, I think that this could sustain some red. Right here. When it gets dark, I don't like the look of the blue and purple next to each other as much, I've noticed. Oh my god, you beautiful, wonderful cats are just too hot. I'm getting sweaty. Yeah, pink. Let's make this a purple. Put that orange here. There we go. I like it. Yeah. I'll put a blue here. I'll drop the other blue in the hyacinth waiting area. So what are you playing right now, Jet? I mean, I know that you've got your job interview coming up, which is another reason why I'm hoping that you're like relaxing and not getting too stressed and focused on it, because I think that tends to be how one comes off best, when you're relaxed and able to be yourself. All right, a surprising number of tulips have arrived. Let's continue on our cleanup. I believe I was cleaning this area up so that it would be only, yes, that's what I was doing, so that it would be only hyacinths and lilies for now. Kind of weird spot with games, because with SMT5 and Pokemon coming out, don't want to start anything big. That makes sense. You know what you could do? You could jump back into Animal Crossing while you're waiting. Because that's what a bunch of people are doing. I'm not, like, it's funny because, like, I tried to say that in a very jokey way because I didn't want it to sound, like, pressury. But I think that it's probably, like, what I would actually think of because it's actually kind of what I'm doing too, right? Like, I'm kind of playing this while I'm, like, you know, like, like, I've been doing it to have, like, a bit of a relaxing thing to do. And, you know, all the times that I vaguely thought that I kind of wished I could get back into Animal Crossing, the thing that held me back was, like, I don't know, like, lack of momentum. But now with the update, like, a lot of people who had similar feelings are all kind of coming back to it at once. So that sense of community is kind of coming back. Exactly. Especially if you're like, I kind of want to stream or I kind of want to do something, but I don't want to do anything like very gamey. It's like I kind of want to like hang out in my Twitch third space and socialize. Which bit? I just said several things in a row. Hang out and not do anything gamey. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm getting out of Animal Crossing right now. Just want to hang out in my Twitch third space with my buds. See who shows up. Not do anything too gamey. Until I do, at which point I'll play Persona. Alright, come here. You thematically incorrect flowers. I'm sure I'll find more colors as I keep cleaning. But right now this is overwhelmingly pink. Well, they came from a pink area. Gotta resist the urge to do everything at once. Right now I am cleaning up that area and dropping this here for the moment. I should not try to overwhelm myself by trying to do this area while I am simply using it as a place to put things while I am cleaning another area. And I do seem to have collected some tulips, so having a place to put that is probably a good idea as well. All right. See you, Sabby. Thanks for hanging and letting me know where you hail from Twitch-wise. That was really helpful. I'll see you in a bit. I love you and value you, and I'm here for you. When you need a bud in a Twitch, I'm here with my kits. All right. Got some mums and some lilies. Lilies are hanging out here. And let's go drop off those mums. Yeah, this is gonna work. It's gonna help me figure out what I have too much of and finally just throw enough things away. I just gotta make sure that I don't only clean within certain colored themed areas, because then I'll just like get a totally wrong impression of what I am over-representing. Purple pansies, I have a very, very difficult time throwing away. I don't know if I can. Purple pansies. I'm so excited to have more storage space. That was actually a big thing that took a lot of enjoyment of the game away. And I did go back to it a bit when they last updated the storage. But it wasn't... I mean, the two things that did bring me back since I tapered off were storage and... Hey! Oh my god! Israel Chaos? What? Tell me what's wrong. It's been a bit. It's been a minute. Tell me. How's it going? I mean, people are annoying. Come and rant. We're big rant supporters here, as you know. What? Now I'm having one of those like I am old and confused moments. I'm like, I think I'm missing something. I'm choosing to be okay with that. Not to dismiss that if anybody explains it to me, I won't be very happy. I will. But this is where I am right now. I think I am missing something. In a stream earlier, arguing with the streamer because he has the opinion that telling LGBTQ plus people they aren't allowed somewhere is the same as LGBTQ. Wait, what? God damn it! Well, fuck that. That's fucking garbage. Oh my god. Well, that's so deeply fucking wrong-headed. Holy shit. That is not at all fucking true. Oh my god. Holy shit. Safrant! Oh my god, oh god, fuck, my god, people who don't understand. It started because someone in an MMO had a team that was LGBTQ plus people only, and he said it's wrong to do that. What the fuck? Holy shit, oh my god. Was this a white dude? I mean, oh my god, clearly it was a straight dude. Oh my god. I'm sorry. Just the level of fucking cluelessness that people have about, like, the completely different circumstances of people who have, like, who are in marginalized communities, and the, like, safety that they don't actually have afforded. That, like, oh my god, for fuck's sake. Fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck all of that. No. Oh my god, what goddamn ignorant... fuck. That's so fucking ignorant, Jesus Christ. Literally, they have the opposite effect. When you create a safe space for people who are marginalized, that is exactly what you are doing. You are creating a space where marginalized people can feel safe. And when you are excluding marginalized people, you are creating and fueling the hostility that causes that need and marginalization in the first place. Holy shit. You can't play with us. No, that's fucking stupid. Jesus. But Saf, if they have their own space, I want my own space too. Yeah, I know, right? It's almost like this only came up for you because you've never actually needed more space than the entire fucking world all the time, which is your space. That's your own space. You have the whole universe at your doorstep. God fucking damn it. Holy shit. I knew I was waking up. Yeah, let's do some saffron flowering. And then we're closing in on the time that I was thinking that I would start to move over to Persona. So it's like, it's great. Even though this is actually also very, very satisfying. Holy shit, look at these flowers finally getting into. I was being way more civil than I should have been, but it was thing inside. Seething inside, gotcha. Okay, yeah, seething. That makes much more sense. Yeah, no, fuck all of that. That's terrible. That's wrong. There's right and wrong. Not opinions. Not in this case. And that is wrong. That is incorrect. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Fucking ignorant fucking fuckboys. Thank you for telling me about that. I needed that. I needed that surge of energy. By all means, this is always a welcome place to have that kind of rant. Fuck, that's not even like annoying. That's not even annoying people. That's ignorant people. Fucking ignorant people. Which, like, to me at this point, it's more juvenile to bitch that 1 out of 100 spaces is asking you to please stay out of it. Yeah, no fucking kidding. Jesus Christ. Fuck boys. Ignorant fuck. And honestly, at a certain point, it becomes like, you know, even having someone like you there, it's like, it feels like willful ignorance to me at a certain point. Right? Like, you could choose to listen more. You know what? Somebody please do the I'm a white guy. It's time. Especially if there are people here who don't know about I'm a white guy. But there is an I'm a white guy command on this channel. But yeah, basically, like, for fuck's sake, like, there are enough people that if you're like, this doesn't make sense to me, if you wanted to seek out that perspective, learn more about it, understand it, which is basically like the character of the cishet white kind of crowd that hangs out here, mostly people who like really want to do right by the people who are less privileged and want to sit and listen to people like who are not like themselves, like me, and like use that to expand their horizons and their understandings, in a place where they're actually invited to do so, without necessarily burdening someone who's not taking it on. It's another thing that I really appreciate about, like, the vibe of my channel, what my channel is for. But, my god. Yeah, so here's the I'm a white guy command. Aw, dang, hang on. Well, yeah, I mean, it being hard is like, nobody's saying that it isn't hard or shouldn't be hard, but, like, do it anyway, because that's what being a responsible person in the world entails. I can't tell if you're being serious or still making fun of people. Because that's just definitely one of those, like, borderline. I am serious. I'm really trying to learn. Yeah, I mean, I am not chastising you. Let's see. There it is. reminded of that meme where the guy's at the gate and he's like, let me in, let me in. Huh, I don't know that meme offhand. Would you mind dropping it in the... Israel, you are in the Discord, right? Honestly, I need to just make a memes... I need to make a memes channel. I think I'll do that literally fucking right now. Because it's so clear that we need one. There, memes. Yes. But yeah, no, I mean, of course it's hard. It's also hard to be marginalized. It's hard to learn how to complicate your understanding of the world and how to be a responsible member of a world community. All of these things are difficult, but take it on. Yeah. For fuck's sake. These are people who have not taken on, like, the task of understanding just how much privilege gains them and how much lack of privilege costs. Just how much difficulty. Having everything in life cater to you and being mad that you can't have one more thing. But that's the thing, okay? Like, I'm gonna give this to, like, the white guy contingent, right? If you have everything cater to you, the thing about that is that it makes sense. Things not being fair is something that you notice because it does not make sense. Things being, you know, like, okay, I work hard and then, like, good things happen. That makes sense. When you work hard and, like, you still get fucked over, that doesn't make sense, and that's what being marginalized feels like. I mean, that's what being marginalized is. And it's really hard to conceptualize things that you don't experience that make no sense. You have to actually listen and take seriously people who are telling you that, hey, this is not how it works for everybody. And it is really hard for people to do that. And this is why I always, like, seriously applaud, like, very sincerely and seriously applaud the white dudes who do hang out here. And there are people who, like, who I greatly, greatly admire for putting themselves through the discomfort of hanging out here and listening to, you know, like, all of the uncomfortable true things that they could just ignore and never have to know and never have to grapple with and deal with. You know, Aklis is somebody who really takes this on, and I'm really, like, not just proud of him, I'm, like, extremely impressed with him very often, because that's, like, the most privileged person on earth. Right? Like, he never has to be uncomfortable if he doesn't want to be. And I have seen him take on some seriously uncomfortable things. And it is, yeah, Jet, it's really hard. Like, I have this very, very up close and personal view of somebody, like, really doing this work. Experience with talking with people from the LGBT community until a few years ago. It feels like I've got to catch up on a lot. I mean, Jet, like, correct me if I'm wrong. Are you in your 20s? You don't have to say if you don't want. You can decline. Yeah, you're not behind. You're fine. You're at that point in life where this comes up as a choice, which is exactly my point. Like, the entire thing that I was just saying, where it's like, it feels like willful ignorance, is that, like, look, you're in your 20s, which is about roughly when exactly you start to notice that the world does not center around your experience, and you are making the good person decision to find out more about that in a world that absolutely has that information available for you. And that is what a good person does. And then there's shitty people who just, like, listen to nothing, whine a lot, continue to center their own experience and perspective despite not actually trying to learn anymore. No, you're totally like nobody. One of the things that like can really bug me about certain contingents of sort of liberal culture is this like this idea, this like this thing that like, oh, you should be born correct about everything, which is incredibly unself-aware in 1,000 ways. I exclusively admire people who are willing to listen and grow and admit when they are wrong. Nobody is born exposed to all of the right things and correct about everything. Doing the work is the only thing that can possibly, you know, make you a good person in a sustainable way. You can get a head start by getting the right, you know, whatever parents and values to start with, but you're never going to be able to keep up with, like, you know, all of the information that we're learning about the ways in which people have been mistreated, marginalized, fucked over, unless you keep listening. The most frustrating thing about the whole thing, this guy, I'm pretty sure, is cishet, but uses the LGBT plus, oh god, and calls himself an ally. Fuck that. That makes me angry. That makes me so angry. Yeah, like I don't know. I get when ally started to become a bigger like moniker, I think it was extremely useful. It was when you kind of did not know who you could trust as an LGBT person. And someone calling themselves an ally was sort of saying somebody that, like, you know, you can come here, I am a safe person for you. I don't know that we need it anymore. I think we have enough ways that we can, like, find our spaces and our people and all that stuff. Pulled up stats about how the US largely believes LGBT plus Q people should be protected and telling me my tone was too much. Yeah. Believe me, tone policing is a whole thing that, like, also drives me fucking crazy. Oh god, this is saffron. This is gorgeous saffron. I'm just gonna, like, I love when I can saffron. Saffranting is my happy place. Yeah. Fuck tone policing. So tone policing, Jet, I'm gonna give you a really meaningful and like relevant example. Okay? This comes up a lot with Black people specifically. I mean, it comes up in all of these conversations, but it comes up a lot with Black people where, like, let's say like a Black person is bringing up like police brutality and is rightfully angry about it. Tone policing is, instead of focusing on the fact that, like, hey, people are dying, is instead focusing on, like, well, you, Black person, why aren't you being more civil and more palatable for me? Why aren't you making that, like, why aren't you being more pleasant? You know, if you were like less angry or more pleasant or more whatever, then I would maybe be more inclined to listen to you. But the point that is, like, being massively, like, apart from the, like, all of the fucking infuriating things about that, is that, like, it's a way of making a person responsible for, like, for their presentation of an issue, as opposed to focusing on the content of the issue and recognizing that that person is not in any way some kind of steward of has any kind of steward of responsibility over, like, the discourse of like, you know, how civil is, like, that's not the place of the person who is, like, the marginalized person saying that I am being oppressed, we're being killed, we're, like, that is not on that person to, like, have their, yeah, to make it about their tone and not about the problem. Yeah, exactly. Your allyship fucking sucks if it's contingent on everyone in said group being nice to you. Yeah, like if you care about any of these issues, then you have to recognize that like you have to care about them on their own merits. Like no matter how rude or insufferable, no matter how much you hate a particular, like you should be able to hate everything about a way that somebody says something or anything that they say or whatever and still care about like the content of the problem, because it is just like tone policing is a way of like a lot of things. It's a way of shifting responsibility onto the wrong party. It's a way of shifting focus. It's a way of making, again, like raising the standards to having, you know, like just basic, you know, like basic problems being addressed, raising the standard to like just a completely unfair and ridiculous level of like higher than it would be for other people who don't have to like face these additional barriers of like, you know, being comfortable for everybody, being like, you know, like being able to just like also have everything feel good and be pleasant and all of that shit. Like, no, that is super not okay. Yeah, that's tone policing. Does that sort of, yeah, being like, oh, you know, you're like, especially like it's usually used to silence people. And honestly, I genuinely don't think that people recognize that that is what they're doing, but what is the effect of this is. I shouldn't have to be nice when asking to be treated as a human. Yeah, exactly. Like if you're pointing out a problem that is affecting you, it's like, you know, it's just not your responsibility to like make everyone really comfortable about it. It's just not. I mean, it's fine if you do. Like like, you know, I actually like often will, which is shocking, I'm sure. Huh. Aw, thank you. Thank you for listening quietly. Thank you for asking. Thank you for listening. This is exactly what I'm saying is so great about you. And the people who are, you know, stewards of any numbers of kinds of privilege who hang out here specifically, like, because they know that listening to this kind of thing from people like me and Azrael, you know, dirt sometimes, like a lot of the people who hang out here are at some intersection of some of these things and not at all of them, right? And this includes me. This is most people. Some people are kind of at none of them, which is amazing. Yeah, absolutely. It does. And like, I mean, I think most of you have seen Atlas at his best. Like, I have seen that dude like put in a lot of uncomfortable work to learn and unlearn some stuff, some shit. Like it's and he's aspirational, right? He absolutely is. And it's hard, but like the thing is, I personally, like, I am the biggest super fan of all of the people who really do that work, because it's like almost like it's optional. If you like, people like that streamer that you were talking about, they can just go on like this because this does not affect them. Like, they can't just go on in this kind of blissful ignorance because their lives are not affected by these problems. Yeah, it really is. And it's like a lot of the things that I know, it's not because of some kind of like moral high ground that I have. It's because I've like had no choice but to understand what I've been like. And the other thing is that like people with privilege are often in the best position, and sometimes kind of the only position, to like do things, substantial things about a lot of these problems, which is another reason why tone policing is such a big issue. Yay. Sturgeon. Having lots of friends, being part of many different groups definitely helps. Absolutely. This is definitely like a good thing about Twitch. It's really good for exposing people to ideas and different kinds of people, different identities, which can be very toxic as well. Which again is why, like, I really admire people who are thoughtful about wanting to expose themselves to more ideas and to more perspectives and to more like firsthand. Honestly, a lot of it is just like, you know, follow more people of color on social media, you know, more queer people, more like just expose yourself to the firsthand, like, just perspectives of more people, of like a greater diversity of people who like you need to understand the realities of in order to just be like a responsible person in the world. From Patrick Stewart, I don't remember the exact quote, but basically, I'm an old white straight guy, people listen to me, I might as well use that for good. Exactly. That's definitely how Atlas does it, which is, again, super meaningful for me. I mean, you know, a lot of this stuff is just like, you know, I wouldn't be in love with him if he didn't have his shit together on a lot of these things. And like the thing is, it's not about like him having his shit together. This is actually really important. It's not that he has his shit together perfectly on all of it. I mean, I don't either, but that's not the point here. The point here is that he's like a very, very uber privileged, basically straight white dude. And definitely straight passing minimally. I think straight is fair. But yeah, like he basically passes for every kind of privilege, for sure. It's the people we need. Recognize your privilege and use it to help others. You're the ones people will listen to the most. And you know who's like the master of, so Atlas is great with this. The master of this is Mr. Blank, who hangs out here. Mr. Blank is incredible at taking on the hard, boring work of using his privilege to really do good in meaningful and ways. He's heavily involved in like a really important union that he worked very hard to bring about, and also works very hard to cause meaningful change and to stand up for the people who are not able to, and who have to like sort of have only like kind of shadow membership because they are in much more precarious situations, because that is the reality of being marginalized. You're often in a precarious position in multiple ways. Training someone tonight? Yay! Israel, I've missed you, and you're always welcome to vent, and you're always welcome to hang around, and let me know if there are times that you prefer for me to be on. I've been pretty consistent recently. I might be off a little bit. My usual weekend for myself is Tuesday, Wednesday this week, because Atlas is at EDC. It's more like Wednesday, Thursday. But yeah, I'm doing this whole like big event this whole month, so I've been streaming super consistently, and yeah, I'd love to have you come hang around. You obviously are great at triggering my best self, my best Safrant self, and I love that. And it's always going to be super welcome. You know that I love to Safrant. I'm so glad that you came by today. Have a great day. Absolutely. Either way, I hope I'll see you in the Discord a little bit. I'm trying to actually like get a stronger sense of everybody there. I want to get a sense of who everybody is, where they came from, to like how they came to me. Get a sense of the people who are like, I am that white guy who wants to listen, and I am that like neurodiverse person who wants to be heard in a place where, you know, people accept me and understand me. Or I'm that neurodiverse person who wants advice about how to get motivated. This is why I come to the streams. We get good convos. I know it's gonna be, yay, Jet! Oh, that's the best compliment you could ever give me, because that's exactly what I want my stream to be. It's everything that I want my channel to be. Oh, you just made my day. Jet, you made my day. Thank you. And believe me, like, feeling heard, feeling like people like you who have more privilege are here and value listening to me is exactly what makes this so meaningful to me. Because I've never had that chance before. I've never gotten to be heard, gotten to be taken seriously and listened to, especially by people with privilege. And the fact that, like, there are people like you who value listening on this channel and listening to the voices that I elevate here, like Israel, God, it means everything to me. It really does. Like, it's like my whole life, I've never gotten to have this, and I love being able to show other people who are, you know, more like me that, like, it can be done, that the world is moving more in that direction, that there are people like you, like Atlas, like Blank, who are really on our side, not the bullshit, quote-unquote, a capital A ally thing that that Chaos was just describing. That is not the only kind of allyship that there is. That there is, you know, I want to be here to model meaningful allyship. To model what it can look like and what it sounds like and what it feels like. And what it often sounds like is listening and asking questions and being validating and taking us seriously when we have things to say. Gosh, I'm all warm and fuzzy. Let's see, we got some roses. No, you're gonna make me cry. I'm so proud of you, Jet. You're taking on something really hard and you're taking it on really early. And I'm just like, I'm very impressed with you. Believe me, the people who seem like they're ahead of you, it's that they had a head start. Like, they had something environmental that, you know, allowed them to have a head start on things. But the thing is, they're going to fall behind if they don't do the work. And you're already learning to do the work, which means that you're going to be a great person in the world. Just inherently, you're just going to be a better person for being somebody who inherently has the experience of these kinds of meaningful conversations built into how you move through the world with all of the power that you wield in it. You'll be able to recognize that power. You'll be able to recognize the kinds of oppression that goes unrecognized by many. I'm just deeply proud of and impressed with you. And believe me, I've seen your future. People like Mr. Blank, people like the wielders of privilege that I know and that are in my world. And again, it's intersectional, right? Like, I've got a white male gay buddy who wields a lot of other kinds of privileges and does so fantastically. And I mean, I'm being a little bit like, I'm making it sound like it's like rarer than, like in my world, I think it's like the kinds of people who congregate to me, the kinds of people who are in my life are often in some part of this intersection. And I'm proud of all of them. And I don't know, I feel like we're on this like team that's been like, it's been us against the world for a while. Aw, yay, Roger, thanks for the resub. Yay. Yeah, we're talking about, you know, white guy listens, privilege, you know, the usual Saf rant stuff. It's good. About the ways that being the most important thing is to learn how to be a person who does, can, will, prioritizes listening, learning, applying. Because none of this stuff is static. Sort of like what we were talking about allyship earlier, where, like, I remember when ally was like a really meaningful thing for me to see somewhere and made me feel safe. Now it tends to put me off a little bit. Something subtle has shifted. Of rant-worthy events, you're here for it? Hell yes. That's perfect, because by all means, please egg me on. Please egg me on. You know how much I love to saffrant. And if you're in that mood, because sometimes you're in the mood to like, can you just please just do flowers quietly and like flower SMR? And like, I can totally do that too, because the primary instigator of the saffranting has just run off for work. So I can absolutely do that if that's what you would prefer. But if you want to just keep the saffranting going, I've got that in me too. I'm here to serve. Here to serve my sapphic pirates. My saphish pirate horde. Yes, we have established that sapphic and saphish are different. Saphish is all of you. I'm finally cleaning up this mess of flowers. Alright, let's start with just dropping off these windflowers and cosmos in the pile. God, they are so pink. Ooh, but then there's a blue one. Nice. Alright. Want my rant topic? Forking blank who wants me to perform gratitude for him promising to help me for 90 damn days and not yet actually doing anything fucking helpful. Jesus Christ. For fuck's sake. Man, this sort of thing comes up in like relationships too. Like, Jesus, like why don't you appreciate me more for like saying that I'll do something, or like wanting to do something, or like making one shitty attempt and not actually like achieving what I said that I would, or like actually trying to make sure that I achieve or actually do or actually help or actually follow through. Fuck. God. You want a cookie, go to a bakery. Look, we are trying to help you over and over again. Each time. Oh my God. Not giving and not saying thank you for trying. Fuck yeah. Thank you so much for holding your ground. Yeah. Go to a fucking bakery. Some of us actually need this shit. I'm right there with you. Yay. Let me pull up these cats for you guys. You're fine, cats. Alright, cats. Leave then. Fine. You'll come back. You'll be back. You'll always come back. It's the comfiest spot in the house. It's my nest. Well, I can't give you that time back, but I can give you pretty much anything else that, I can give you anything that I can give you. I know that sounds redundant, but it's not. It's an offer. It's an offer of giving you. Oh, thank God. Thank God you charged. I did not know that you did that, but I'm glad that you did. Because, my God, I was worried that this was a salaried situation. Where Jesus. Yes. Then let's keep the ranting flowing. Okay, what have I got here? I love that I can rant and flowers at the same time. I do want to make sure that if anybody wants me to do persona that I do it, but I don't know if anybody's gonna actually say anything about it. The tone has definitely changed from when I set the title. It'll keep me angry while I draft a write-up of how I will be leaving any further meetings with that energy. Fuck. Cool. Well, I'll probably need to find some sources of inspiration. Because, we did the one rant about the fucking guy who was like, oh, LGBT people getting, like, wanting, like, their own, like, space is, like, if that's okay, then it should be okay to, like, say that we want a space without them. Fuck you. Just fuck you. Fuck you straight to hell. My god. The rant that's in my head right now is just, like, such a weird energy, and I don't know if I actually want to break into it, because it's, like, about threesomes. Time to re-up before it gets too late. As long as everything went crashing anyway. My cat. All right, see you, Jet. No, of course, thank you so much for participating in these conversations. It's so meaningful to me, and thank you for saying the thing you said. It was really, really, really meaningful to me. Thank you. Love you. You're the best. You're a valued member of the community. Have a good stream. Yeah. Yay. Hearts. All right. My neck is getting a little bit there. Much better. There we go. Still hearable? I think so. Cool. Much better. It's giving myself a headache somehow. Can be hard to track what I'm actually doing to my, like, neck, I think. Alright. We know how to do something with these, like, purple and orange roses. And we've got tulips also. Oh, hey, thanks for the follow. Lazy? Thanks so much. Welcome. Alright, we've got purple and... Adjusting yourself to relieve some neck pain. What about people without neck pain? Are you gonna do something for them too? Rude. Ah, Israel. Yes! I love your energy. You're the best. Welcome. Puppy. No, kitty. Kitty, even more appropriate. We have the Triforce of Kitties. Normally this is when I start to spam the Triforce of Kitties emote, but I'm too comfortable. Hello, kitty. There, we've got two now. There's a third one who is white. They're a beautiful, perfect Triforce of terror and chaos. Okay. We need a rose dumping ground. I believe it should probably be up here. I don't think... Oh my god! Cat! I don't have neck pain right now. Are you gonna help me get comfortable? The funny thing is, I actually am always offering to make y'all comfortable. It doesn't go very well with this joke. Oh my god. Cats are fighting in plastic bags in ways that only cats can do. Oh cool, ants. Alright, let's drop all these, like, random orange roses around here. It can be a weird rose holding area. I need a weird tulip holding area. I feel discriminated against as a neck pain having person. Oh no, but those feelings are the worst thing that's ever happened to you, which means they must be objectively terrible. Everyone, drop everything. People may be dying. People may be having their lives and livelihoods destroyed or fucked with. There may be massive lack of equity in the world. But this discomfort being called racist by someone is the most uncomfortable this person has ever felt. We gotta do something. Drop everything. Emergency. Making a little island inaccessible to myself has been a mixed blessing, but I don't regret it. Alright, let's drop these purple roses. Institutional racism is bad, but calling me racist for being racist hurts my feelings. Those are the same exact things. Yeah, like, look, I was almost ready to listen to you about your real problem, but then I felt bad, which means, like, that has to be my priority, you understand? I'm so glad you're still here. Feeling some performance anxiety because Ro, the love of my life, is feeding off of the saffron energy, and it's giving me performance anxiety. Which is not a complaint, just honesty. I still take my responsibilities seriously. Good, now that I have like a sort of rosy area, I can clean up all of this extra rose nonsense. Too much roses. What if we provide you neck pain? I have the aforementioned coworker who is a pain in the ass, and I'm sure he could figure a way to relocate that. Oh, definitely. 100%. I feel like people who are pains in the ass can definitely be reconfigured to create neck pain. Kitty kitty. Kitty kitty. Hello. Aww. Oh my god. Yes. I don't want neck pain. I just want to bitch about how you're not including me for not having neck pain. Yes. Yeah, like, man, I'm like giving myself an accommodation for my neck pain, but not you an accommodation for, like, a similar accommodation for nothing. For your nothing. If you, like, what if you don't have neck pain? Gee golly. Alright. Oh man, the cleaning. The cleaning is happening. Need a place for the tulips. I'm gonna go inside. I'm just gonna drop some shit here. Always with the accidental. Alright. Some ways for tulips. Got these orange roses that I can drop here. I gotta throw out that crap in the back. Maybe I'll do that next. That'll be very satisfying. I bet some of those are from like the earliest days of my island when I first got obsessed with getting fancy colored roses. I mean fancy colored flowers. I say roses because that's why I have so many fucking roses, because I was obsessed with roses. Still obsessed with roses. Fucking love roses. They're so pretty. They're like pretty girls. You can never have too many, except then you do. Which I do. Just dropped them here because I didn't know what to do with them. I'm going to finally throw them out. Too late, already initiated transporter protocol. You're gonna have to take it up with Chief O'Brien now. Yes. Yes, you're going to have a pain in the ass shipped directly to you. Courtesy of Ro. What a courtesy of Ropra, the most generous person on Twitch. Shipping you pain in the ass straight to you. Upon request. Yes, I'm gonna throw all this shit out. It's gonna be so satisfying. And then maybe I will switch to Persona. It is later than I said that I would, but still. Haha. Can't even see me playing. It's a good hide and seek spot. Except for how obvious it is. Missed one. That sounds like I got it. Now leave me alone, y'all. I gotta go get to work. I mean, that is... We all know that we're all nothing if not good influences. Good influences on each other's sleep, on each other's being on time. On each other's, you know, like learning how to be, like, not rude. Be like, yeah, we're so great. We make each other all functional. That's what we do. Oh my god, yes, a whole row of blue shit. Into the bin with you. Alright, I still need a tulip place. Is there something tulipy about this area? Or is that just me? Tulips could be beachy. Something seems plausibly tulipy about this area. Yes, cat. I'm trying to get better about not like crowding up things near cliffs so that I can like more easily do stuff to them when I want to. Ooh, what about across from these like hyacinth things I was doing? Well, this is starting to kind of flow into that area though. Well, I mean, that just gives me an excuse to clean that up. What is a tulipy area? For me to drop all of these fucking tulips. I mean, fuck it, I could drop some tulips in the middle of this stuff. Sure. That's very loud, why not? There. Look how fewer tulips I have now. It's perfect. Great. My god, what good cats. I knew you'd come back to me, cats. Oh man, look at all this progress. Yay, progress. Let's see if I can find whoever is. Well, ah. What do we got here? Cool. Should I clean up this area? What would feel really good to clean up? I mean, maybe something with less pink. Okay, let's clean this up. Yes, I'm gonna have this whole area cleaned up, and then I'm going to take a quick break, get some food, and switch to Persona. No, then there's that flower SMR. Let me see if I can get a cat for this. I don't know. No? Dang it. I don't let you sit on me. Alright. Not good. Ah, man. So meditative. Something particularly meditative I think about, like, the landscaping. Especially if I have, like, a clear idea of what I'm doing. Or if I'm just, like, setting out these, like, pretty paths. You'll notice I have these, like, very nice, like, asymmetric pathing thing happening on the rightish of my... Like, that stuff is fun to do. Hello, kitty. It's nice to grab the yellows off of here. Maybe I'll specifically grab the yellows and whites. I know they're underrepresented. Alright, still got some room. In this red. I definitely have had some white rose phases. I do like white. White clothes look very good against my darker skin. I like how striking it is. Fully moved on right, like gone straight through Saffron, right back to, without chaos here, without people to egg me on. Animal Crossing, I think, is just gonna like bring it right back. But then again, I think that Persona is a pretty ranty game. Definitely, like I'll be like, yeah, cool, and then like something sexist will happen. Okay, time to drop this stuff. Yeah, totally. You're here. I'm just saying that I'm not being egged on, and so like Animal Crossing has brought me right back into the Bob Ross kind of. We're doing some flowers. From the ranty energy. But I know you're there. I know you're always there for me, buddy. Bestie. So yeah, they were doing all that painting that you knew was gonna happen today, and it was like very jarring. So despite the unideal lighting situation, I was like, I'm just gonna stream. In the daylight hours. Which I need to make sure that I can actually consistently do, because I don't want to lock myself out of that just because of lighting. I like to stream when I want to stream. Makes a really big difference. I mean, all those like oh god, I was about to say Persephone instead of Epiphany. Guys, from now on, can Epiphany... Persephone means Epiphany now. So I was having a Persephone. All the Persephones that I've been having since I got my object permanence from the object permanence fairy. And part of that relates to being able to like follow my ADHD brain to doing the things when the right moments occur. I kept you on my Bluetooth. Yay! Hooray! The perfect solution to not being a terribly bad influence. Yes? What? Chaos, what? Azriel. Azriel has things to say. I'm listening. I think I was just doing that in the Sebastian Ariel. Azriel. I love it. "17 days. What's in 17 days? I'm trying to look at this. Alright, there are so many things happening. The 17 days could be anything. Actually, that's not it. It's just that I'm too ADHD for 17 days to be a thing. So I'm gonna wait for this to be explained to me. It's gonna be extremely obvious. It's gonna be like my birthday or something. It's gonna be wild. 5! Yes! Yes! SMT 5! Will be very played. Will be very played here. It's intersecting weirdly with my having to go to Texas for family wedding, but I'm only going to be there for like 2 days, so it should not cause too much disruption to my getting all the fuck up pumped. Oh, so pumped up. And I am so glad that it's going to be all over everything, because I think that my cosplay energy is going to surge. I'm just going to be like, oh my god, I want to be every hot demon. Cosplaying pretty girls for such a long time was like the way that I dealt with like wanting pretty girls. Yeah, it'll be fine. It'll just be like a weekend. It is annoyingly like, it's annoyingly to like go to a family wedding literally the day after my birthday. Which is like, man. And so like I'm gonna do this whole like stream thing for my birthday and then immediately go to Texas. And by immediately, I mean immediately. No. Oh, look how clean. Such clean. Alright, what have I got here? Got a lily. Yeah, this is definitely gonna need... All of my, like, drop points are definitely gonna need attention, but I'm still happy with the broad effect of the cleanup. I think it still works. Demon Gaming! How's it going? We are going to be switching over to Persona very soon. Are you a person who plays this game or Persona? Actually, I was just saying, I'm trying to get my head around more, like, the people who are here who are actually invested in any of the games that I'm playing. Which it helps that Azrael Chaos has reminded me that you're from the Nocturne peoples and do care about those games. That's very helpful for me. Sweet. Is the update getting you back into Animal Crossing at all? The big question on everyone's mind. Which I said in a goofy way, even though it's super true. It is the big question on everyone's mind. This does look kind of nice, actually. What do you know? Alright, a couple of mums, a tulip, a couple of tulips. Alright, mum dumping ground. Of course I missed. And 2 tulips. Which I don't have a clear dumping ground for, because I put the last ones over in front. Big question. Did I leave my island unattended for 8 months. I mean, who didn't? Alright, this is definitely just not a place. Oh, god damn it. Not a place for the tulips. So instead, I shall drop the tulips. Man, I have such a weird relationship with the tulips. What colors are they? Yellow and white. Definitely underrepresented colors on my island. You two tulips are the only things between me and being done with cleaning up that spot. How about that spot behind? Yeah, how about here? Okay. Okay. Alright. Now, just to make sure that I don't have any kind of nighttime people hanging out here, visitors that need attention from me. Yesterday I had that ghost. Oh wow, this cleanup is finally making progress. I keep picturing myself doing like a little bit of a morning routine where I like do a quick cozy stream of some like Animal Crossing. And this is the first time that I'm feeling like that might happen. So I had a beautiful morning routine of Animal Crossing back in the day. And it's starting to feel that pull again. If I do that, being able to very, very low-key, like very easily, quickly start up a stream of it would be grand. I would love to have like a stream that's very easy to start. Just jump on, just kind of do real cash like I used to when I first started streaming. I love having that variety of feeling of kinds of streams. Like there's big event streams, there's the high energy ranty streams. I'd love to have a like, and we're Bob Rossing our islands this morning for a little while. I'll be back later with the chaos and the sexy and the cosplay and the ranting. Alright, I don't see anybody. So cool. Alright. I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna get some food. We're gonna switch to Persona. It's gonna be awesome. I might have to end the stream. Because last time I tried to switch between the two, the audio did not want to switch. Should we just test that now? I'm not sure. Let's just assume it'll work, and then when it doesn't, I'll deal with it then, right? Yeah, okay. Quick break, thanks y'all. Food break. Wanna do some words on stream? Let's check. Oh no, is it laggy? Alright, so my concern about the audio from the game. Is that something that I should fix? Alright, if it's too laggy, then restarting would actually like help me get the audio going anyway, so I still want to figure out if there's a way to get the audio to work without having to restart. Okay. Perfect. Well, not perfect, but good. Perfect would be the thing with the audio. Let me think if there's a way to do it without... Nope. Still no. Without actually ending the stream. I wish there was a way for me to like keep streaming, but restart OBS. I don't think that this is not the first time that I've tried to switch between the Switch and the... So the other thing that we could do is I could just turn on the sound, but you're gonna have to tell me if it's a nightmare or not. Okay? You ready? You're gonna have to tell me if it's a nightmare or not. It's your job to tell me if it's a nightmare or not. Ready? How's this sounding? But what is the sound quality like? Because this is just picking up through the microphone. This is not actually going through the capture device.
Well then.
Very hollow. Yeah. Alright, let's restart. Let's restart. Yeah, you do hear it through the mic. What I'm saying is it's not playing through the audio capture device at all. That's what I figured. Yeah, I figured it would not be good, which is why I was not going to do it. All right. Okay, we're gonna do a quick restart. Hope y'all come back to join me momentarily. Meet.